We were hosting Thanksgiving for the first time. My vision board practically vibrated with images of a Norman Rockwell Thanksgiving, complete with a glistening, jewel-toned cranberry sauce lovingly made from scratch. I envisioned myself, a domestic goddess in an apron, gracefully placing the glistening sauce onto my grandmother's china. But, reality, as it often does, had other plans. The kitchen was a war zone of flour bombs and simmering pots. My children, hyped up on sugar and excitement, were running amok, their laughter echoing through the house. In all the commotion, I forgot to add a crucial ingredient: sugar. The look on my husband's face as he bravely swallowed a spoonful of that tart, tangy concoction was priceless. We all burst into laughter, tears streaming down our faces. That cranberry sauce, a symbol of my epic culinary fail, became a family legend, a reminder that sometimes the biggest disasters make the best memories. That Thanksgiving taught me a valuable lesson about motherhood. It's not about perfection. It's about embracing the chaos, the laughter, and yes, even the occasional culinary disaster. It's about showing up every day, even when we feel inadequate, exhausted, and covered in spit up. Motherhood is not a curated Instagram feed. It's messy, chaotic, and unpredictable. It's about tantrums in the grocery store aisles, bedtime battles that stretch into the wee hours, and the constant, nagging feeling that we're not doing enough. We compare ourselves to other mothers, their seemingly effortless grace, their perfectly behaved children, their spotless homes. We scroll through social media, bombarded with images of curated perfection, and we feel a familiar pang of inadequacy. Why doesn't my life look like that? But here's the secret: no one's life actually looks like that. Behind every perfect picture is a pile of laundry waiting to be folded, a sink full of dirty dishes, a mother struggling to keep it all together. We're all just doing the best we can, one messy, beautiful day at a time. Motherhood is not about achieving some unattainable standard of perfection. It's about embracing the messy, imperfect reality of raising tiny humans. It's about finding joy in the everyday moments, even the ones that make us want to tear our hair out. Oh, Pinterest, you cruel temptress. You lure us in with your promises of picture-perfect birthday parties, elaborate homemade Halloween costumes, and DIY sensory activities that would make Maria Montessori proud. We pin and we plan, dreaming of creating magical childhoods for our children. Then reality hits. The birthday cake collapses, the Halloween costume falls apart before we even make it out the door, and the DIY sensory activity ends up looking like a science experiment gone wrong. We end up feeling defeated, like we failed before we've even begun. Here's the truth. Our children don't need Pinterest-worthy childhoods. They need us. They need our presence, our love, our willingness to get down on the floor and play with them, even when we'd rather be doing a million other things. Let's give ourselves permission to let go of the Pinterest-perfect illusion. Our children won't remember the perfectly decorated cupcakes or the color-coordinated playroom. They'll remember the feeling of being loved unconditionally, of being accepted for who they are, messy, imperfect, and all. Motherhood is a crash course in humility. It's about learning to laugh at ourselves, at the absurdity of it all. It's about finding humor in the everyday chaos, in the moments that make us want to scream into a pillow. Like the time my son decided to give himself a haircut with a pair of safety scissors, or the time my daughter flushed her favorite toy down the toilet, or the countless times I've left the house with mismatched shoes, spit up on my shirt, and a distinct aroma of baby wipes and desperation. These are the moments that make up the tapestry of motherhood. These are the stories we'll tell at dinner parties, the memories we'll cherish long after our children have flown the nest. So let's not take ourselves too seriously. Let's find the humor in the chaos, the joy in the journey. Let's laugh at our mistakes, learn from them, and move on. Because motherhood is too short to sweat the small stuff. And let's be honest, it's mostly all small stuff. Our imperfections as mothers and as women are not something to be ashamed of. They are our battle scars, our badges of honor. They tell the story of our strength, our resilience, our unwavering love for our children. It's in our imperfections that our children learn compassion, empathy, and the beauty of authenticity. It's in our vulnerability that they learn to embrace their own flaws and to love themselves unconditionally. When we allow ourselves to be perfectly imperfect, we give our children permission to do the same. We teach them that it's okay to not have all the answers, to make mistakes, to fall down and get back up again. Our imperfections are not our weaknesses. They are our superpowers. They are what make us relatable, approachable, and real. They are what make us human. So, to all the mothers out there, the ones who are struggling to keep their heads above water, the ones who feel like they're failing miserably, the ones who are just trying to make it through the day without losing their minds, you are enough. You are more than enough. Embrace the chaos. Find the joy in the journey. Let go of the need for perfection and give yourself permission to be perfectly imperfect. Because in your imperfections, your children see your strength, your resilience, and your unwavering love. And that, my friends, is the most beautiful thing of all. You are doing a beautiful job. Never forget that.